Thôi mày mình đưa được 30 mà đi lên anh nhớ. Chinatown đi kiếm cửa hàng hát đi chứ đừng không gì quay làm gì, hát lên, hát đi, hát bài gì đó, hát gì đó, như có túi tiền. Trời này
cái cờ lên
quay cờ này rồi quay nhưng quay kìa
Mai nãy trúng số anh mua luôn cái chợ tay.
Mua cái này được không?
bán bánh mì.
Bán gì bán chứ. Rock bên kia kìa. Anh muốn mua cái chỗ nào coi đi.
Mua cái lầu này luôn đó.
Đâu? Mua đâu chị lên cao à, tôi không có thấy được.
Mua cái này.
Đâu?
Có mấy đứa con để chọn rồi cho nó thoải mái.
Ở bên Tham đó anh lại có cái đồng hồ á.
Phải chứ. Cái này tổng tiền nó lại cho mình.
Wow, sáng rực à. Này bác Hai mua cái Starbucks hả? Starbucks Coffee. Đại tử ha. Mấy cái ông Hollywood này lười biếng qua đứng con chỗ tôi quay mệt quá nha. Quay đi, muốn quay chỗ nào thì quay qua chứ.
Vô
đây, mình níu
anh vô.
Vô đi nói chuyện này. Anh Hạng ông làm gì đó, trưởng ty kia New York Police ở sau lưng đó.
Lên này, nơi nhận chức là.
Ồ cái này là cái chỗ nó khao đao ở đây mà. Anh
chắc mà đứng tùng tuốt ở dưới kia lên. Để không có đi ngày khao đao mà em đi không.
Rồi. Này đang phải quay cái này mới được nè. Đây đi, bây giờ đi kiếm chỗ gì bao ăn đi. Thì đi New York là phải ăn cho đi.
Đi rạc gọi mới ăn chứ.
Đi taxi.
Đi đâu?
Này Hạng vô rồi ông chờ bên đó không lo. Biểu tình bên đó. Biểu tình bên đó anh Hạng kêu hô hào không ai qua hết trơn, ông buồn đi qua lại đi.
Qua đây đi tìm quán thấy ai hết. Chỗ này bên chính thôi mà. Cầu tôi rớt xuống đây nè, anh Hạng thấy ốp cái cầu coi rớt xuống cái đồng hồ này đi còn từ xuống.
Mấy này trời mát quá đỡ quá nè.
Lúc mà tới ấy lại cái cầu.
Chết che. Đó.
Tại lúc nào cũng vậy. Bao nhiêu năm này nhân dân cũng vậy.
Vậy chứ bộ đứng đây hoài à, còn đi đóng phim, đi làm báo, nó có chỗ làm báo rồi vui lắm, họp báo vui lắm, đi. Cứ đi muốn qua chỗ nào hoài mà. Muốn đi. Để quay ông phải từ từ á. Quay từ từ á ha. Anh đừng có đi mua nhiều lắm, cái nào anh tắt.
Rồi giờ mình đứng vào giờ đưa thôi vậy.
Hả?
Giờ tự đưa thôi vậy. Tắt đâu.
Đây nè, trên này tắt là cái đỏ này nó xanh. Mấy cái xe bớt, mấy cái xe nó đi chùa đó, bây giờ quay đó.
Rồi ok.
Đi tắt này.
Hả?
Tắt đi.
Quay kìa.
Quay đi vậy. Anh hát.
Quay lại gây lộn được không?
Được. Mát quá ha. Đâu? Bên này đâu? Bên nào đâu?
Em đi qua góc trái. Đi đó.
Tưởng đâu anh tưởng đâu đủ rồi đó, đủ rồi sao nó lại 30.
Này.
Có 6 đồng á.
8 giờ chiều.
Cái này mát có đi được á. Cái con lạnh. Hả?
Mưa xuống tầng dưới.
Mưa nó trả tiền lại anh gấp 3.
Dạ.
Mưa là anh có khi nó kiện nó trả gấp 4 không chừng á. Nó đi tới qua mấy cái cầu đó quay phim đã lắm á. Lên cao đã.
Rồi.
Oh yes, I just got hire from the company. They pay me 20 cents per hour, and I got 4 tour guys over here. They can go around the city, and they pay me what? $400 per person, right? Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Chụp hình thôi chứ quay phim bao nhiêu?
Nhiều quá.
Chụp hình thôi chứ quay.
Chụp hình.
Chụp chưa?
Rồi nhiều lắm.
Quay luôn rồi à. Thôi cũng được.
Quay có, chụp hình có.
Nè. Quay để tôi còn lên Facebook nữa chứ. Nó tưởng rằng thất nghiệp sao mà nó xin được cái đốm này. Đốm ở Thành Hưng. Ôi. Cái này mấy đời ông cụ ông Sơn nó làm rồi, giờ mấy đứa con đứa cháu nó thâu tiền không? Cái này cậu 300-400 con. Hai vợ chồng bắt 3 gan rồi cứ vô Facebook gọi à, không chịu đi du lịch. Cứ dòm ở trong đó, ở nhà dòm cũng được vậy.
Cái của mình đó mà nó cũng mấy trăm phòng á.
Vậy hả? Cái đó của mình, cái nào của mình đâu em chỉ coi từ cái nào đâu. Hả? Cái đó đó hả? Đúng không? Đứng dậy coi chỉ coi đúng không? Đâu, đứng dậy. Đi nào? Xa gần.
Ôi, mệt rồi.
Đứng dậy chị coi phải không? Xin gì? Thiệt ra cái đó không cao cho đâu phải giận.
Bạn em á, có một nhà đây cũng 7. Có phòng à. Cái ấy thôi thì 7. Ở chỗ của nhà giàu á.
Hết pin hả? Thì sao chụp hình?
Bởi vậy.
Cái mờ không?
You'll walk the east side, see Lower East Side, East Village, hospitals, also United Nations, going out and see back about an hour and 20 minutes.
Hour 20 minutes.
There's no stops on the school. Let's have somebody has an emergency. I hope you all can be potty. I try to tell, this is like an easy tour, so yeah, but it's no fun. I am. Oh my God!
Bên nào cũng đông hết, ăn gọi bên ha. Bên nào cũng đông hết. Thank you.
Hình sau lưng hơn kìa Hưng.
That's how old I am. There's Disney right over here. Disney is what changed Times Square forever in 1991. Before that, Times Square, as you probably know, was more of an adult entertainment place. Oh, excuse me, I've got to yell at a taxi. Excuse me, can we go please? We have a bus has to go to a tour. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful Memorial Day. Oh, you're not the biggest taxi idiot.
Taxi Michel.
They remind people of why they should be driving. One minute before midnight, and the idea came from Lower Manhattan, where they had a lighthouse, and they had a wall in there, and noon each day it would drop, so that the sailors knew what time it was out in New York. ABC's Good Morning America, broadcast 7 to 9 each weekday morning, right over here on the left, and the big green building, like I was saying, Toys R Us and Disney, the reason why this whole area changed became family friendly. Built it Hard Rock Cafe, the old Paramount Theater, Elvis Presley and Frank Sinatra there. Now later on tonight we're going to take 42nd Street across the famous 42nd Street here at 7th between 7th and 8th. There's pictures over there of what it used to look like in 1987 when all the naughty places were there, so you'll see that, and you'll see how it has changed. That's at the very end of the tour. The Knickerbocker Hotel here on the right was built in 1905, and when it opened, the first hotel in Times Square, $2 a night. In October, on their anniversary, they offered rooms one night, $2. This is 42nd Street. We're heading toward Grand Central. Up on your left is Price. And this building right in front of us on the left, on the left of us, that's the Bank of America Tower. When we come back later, you'll see a big spire on top of it. Very obvious. That's the 5th tallest building in New York City.
Nó đổi màu trên kìa. Trên kìa. Nó đổi màu á. Nó đổi màu trên kìa kìa. À. Đổi màu. Bless you.
Oh, thank you. Wow. Allergies are kicking in. That's because I yelled at the taxi cab driver. This is Bryant Park on your right, and that's the Empire State Building. Lit up in blue, red, white, and blue because of Memorial Day. Normally it's lit up in white. We'll be going right by that in a little bit, so I'll give you a little more. By the way, later we come back through the United Nations and go right by Chrysler Building and also Grand Central. permanent. The building on the right is the New York Public Library, the main library branch, opened in 1899. It's mostly marble in there. All the floors are made of marble. This costs so much, but it is the famous building that we think of when we think of the New York Public Library. In fact, if you saw Ghostbusters in 1984, they ran down those steps after seeing the ghost of a librarian. And you can't take a book out of that library. It's a research library now. And they have a lot of great films and displays and exhibits. They have a mat room. You can actually touch the mats of 1600s. And on top, they honor the folks who made the New York Library System possible.
Yeah.
Mr. Lennox. Patience and fortitude are the names of our two lions who protect the library. Named by Mayor LaGuardia during the Great Depression as two things New Yorkers needed to get through those tough times. Patience and fortitude. Two things I need to do to not yell at taxi cabs. We got Lord & Taylor coming up on the right side. That is their flagship store in New York. Their sister store is Saks Fifth Avenue. They are competitors with Macy's. Some of our shall we say, seasoned guests on the bus. We remember Gimbal, Macy's big competitor. Now H&M is where the Gimbals. We don't get to see Macy's on this tour, but it's on downtown. Now, the Empire State Building on your right side, coming out of the shadows here. Look at it lit up. This is a nice picture here, folks. We got a couple of shots.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Lit up beautiful.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
That's a nice shot. 104 stories tall. 1,250 feet in the air. It is the most familiar skyscraper in New York City, and out of the world. The original design was for the top to be where airships, or they're called Zeppelins, would moor and stop. People would come down there. But of course, when the Hindenburg exploded, that was the end of that. So for younger folks, the Goodyear blimp would essentially stop there and people would get off. Right in Midtown Manhattan. Never happened. You can go to the top of it until 2 o'clock in the morning. The observation deck is open until 2 a.m. every day.
What time?
2 a.m. 2 a.m. Yeah,
Oh.
very, very late.
Oh, until 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Okay.
And for 20 years it was empty because people were afraid it was going to fall until a plane crashed, a small plane crashed, and it survived beautifully, and King Kong, the movie came in. Now, very, very popular. All right, we'll move along here on Fifth Avenue. The church you see on the right is the Marble Collegiate Church, and that is where Donald Trump and Liza Minnelli got married.
Oh, yeah?
Not to each other, though, because that would be one heck of a marriage.
Ah.
Donald Trump and, of course, Ivana, his first wife, and I forget who Liza married. That's the church right here on the right. Hey, you want a good picture? After you pass the church, you can get a shot of both the Empire State Building and the Senate. This is that self-help church. The preacher, I forget his name, were one of the first self-help guys. I don't know what that smell is. That's garbage. In New York City, the sweet smell of garbage, and I say sweet, it has a weird, it is very, very, it does make people sick. That's just rotting food. So here's the church I was talking about.
Yeah.
So now, in a few minutes, by the way, the world clouds in the community.
Wow. Cái church này thì ông Donald Trump đám cưới ở đây nè, đầu tiên ở đâu á?
I mean, a lot. We have museums about museums. We even have a museum in New York, but only here as we go into Madison Square Park, not Madison Square Park. The Statue of Liberty's torch was here for 20 years. We have the beautiful Metropolitan Light Building over here, the one with the block. The New York Light Building with all gold on top with billions of dollars. You can't see it much, but that is the Flatiron Building directly in front of us. The first skyscraper in New York, 20 stories tall. Built in 1902.
Wow.
And the first Shake Shack in New York, a real shack, is right here at Madison Square. And Tom Brady of the New England Patriots lives in that new building right there as well. This is the Ladies Mile. back in the 1930s, you didn't have credit cards, so women would walk on 5th Avenue, Broadway, and 6th Avenue. There'd be a cop at every corner and a doorman at every store. That way you could walk without your husband, your boyfriend, your father, with all that cash and not worrying that you're going to get robbed or mugged or something worse. Still today, it's a very safe shopping area. You can see by the stores, a lot of really nice stores in this area. This is the grandmother to Soho. Yeah, we're going to see Soho in a few minutes. You can see a lot of the same stores, even so when you were putting on the Ritz, you ever hear a song? Don't ask me to sing it. Young Frankenstein even sang it better than I could. When we were putting on the Ritz, Paco did in the 80s. Anyway, that's what you were doing. Walking down 5th Avenue, getting shopping. I was putting on the Ritz on 5th Avenue. You doing it right here. To our left is Union Square. It's another park. You really can't see it at night. And we're entering Greenwich Village next, or the Village, which was a suburb of New Amsterdam, which was the original city on the side. The Dutch came here. It was Henry Hudson. He wanted to discover the Orient. They had already come up with the numbers and the avenues and the streets because he knew they'd need that. Other people would go crazy. So really. Down here you can't really see well. It's Cooper Union. It's a big building. That's where Abraham Lincoln did his first political speech in 1859, which ran for president. So as we go further down, we're going back in time, and I just unplug it. And there's the end of Washington Square Park. It's sort of the end of NYU, this building. In the 1970s and early 80s, this bus would not be caught dead going down this part of Broadway. This is NoHo and Soho. And these are all factories and storage facilities. And this is where you at night you smoked crack, you did heroin, picked up a prostitute, shot somebody. Actually, there's going to be some pretty cool pictures, guys. You're going to get some unique pictures here. Hope you got your cameras out.
That's
the financial district if you're looking to the right now. Here comes the Brooklyn Bridge, 1883. Did you know it was a woman who helped make it happen at the end? Her husband died after a stone hit his foot and he died of disease. And then her son got the bends working under in the water. So it was her mother who actually finished it up. Alright, so there's the two towers. During Prohibition, the gangs would actually keep the alcohol down under in the towers. There are wine cellars now, by the way, 60 degrees.
Difficult, guys.
First bridge to connect Manhattan to Brooklyn. Two separate cities at that time. It is all handmade stuff. And it's a lattice. You can walk the Brooklyn Bridge over the promenade, which goes above the cars. It's very beautiful too. Day or night. And the image I'll never forget as a New Yorker is on 9/11 when there were no cars, everybody was walking the Brooklyn Bridge. More people live here than in Manhattan. Very surprising. This is Dumbo, down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass. This is the hottest real estate market in New York City.
There's one.
People people, especially young professionals, 20s and 30-somethings who are making $1 million+ a year, are buying up the lofts at a record pace. And these buildings are going up extremely quickly. A lot of this was the old Jehovah's Witness buildings. They sold to developers at a very good price. And of course they're developing some are offices, most of them are lofts. Please take our Brooklyn tour for a more detailed Brooklyn visit that includes going down to the waterfront and over to Crown Heights and the Botanical Garden. The 2-hour Shake Shack. Yeah, this is closing up. You know what? I keep forgetting. It's not like a Saturday night. This is a work night. A school night, except for people like me. On Friday night. Oh, Brooklyn Ice Cream Factory. Homemade ice cream. Year-round. And when Hurricane Sandy hit, yes, it was destroyed temporarily. But they found another place and did it temporarily and came back here. The Buzz Bar is all included. This is the Brooklyn Bridge Park. And it is a hot place to be in the summer. So you see a lot of amenities here. A lot of things have been here for a while. The ice cream factory has been here 100 years plus. This was supposed to open already. It's a convention center, hotel, and some private condos. But when Sandy hit, you see the top was already done, but the bottom had to be redone again. There's the Statue of Liberty out to the right.
Đứng đó chụp hình đi. Đứng lên chụp hình đi. Đứng lên chụp hình nữ thần tự do kìa. Thấy nữ thần tự do không? Rồi anh thấy nữ thần tự do bên kia không? Hả? Thấy nữ thần tự do bên kia không? Không nghe. Thấy không? Ban đêm nó đi nó tắt bớt đèn. Hồi nãy thì thấy cái cầu không, cầu dễ sợ không? Nó đưa mình đi sạc kìa á. Mấy chục bạc cũng xứng với đâu sao hả? Đi cái này.
So when that was discovered, the PR folks said, well, is it God was So we're now going to go down 42nd Street, the famous part of it, or they like to call it the new 42nd Street. Before we do, look to your right and you'll see where the city never sleeps.
Which one? To the right.
Square at night.
Wow, never sleep. Yeah.
4 in the morning it looks like that.
Xuống đó ăn á, lát nữa xuống đó ăn. Lát nữa xuống đó ăn á.
And here. That is what the city looked like in 1987. This is what the street looked like. We're right here. Bad facade, believe it or not. A lot of great places to eat. AMC and the River Port Authority Bus Terminal.
Five guy kìa.
Sheldon is our bus driver. He has this through very quickly. My name is Dave. We hope you'll take a moment, reach into your wallet, and perhaps a gratuity or a tip. That's how we live, and on this holiday weekend, we appreciate that in advance. If you can do that, it is part of how we make our living doing this. If not, we thank you very much for being with us on the tour. Hope you learned a few things. I apologize if I seem a little off. This is the 12th hour of this holiday, so I'm pretty tired. But thank you for being on it with me. I sort of like the last tour because you can have a little more fun on it. I just sit on my water, so if I can get a wet butt. And apparently I've been cool. Oh, go ahead. How do you see it, babe? Alright, 8th Avenue is the old Times Square. Some call it the seedy part of Times Square. It's because you got your pow, 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 pow. That's my 70s. Chick Shack still got a line. Yeah, a line or just people outside? Oh, yeah, that's just people outside.
Well, people go to the office.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So the traffic hour is from what time to what?
Yeah, from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and then
Until 10, huh?
From 3 o'clock again
To
6 o'clock.
Oh. Fifth Avenue. I keep recording, but I don't remember which one I just yawned to us. No? Really, oh. Đi hay là cắt đi ngang đây cái dọc đây là hết ra khỏi bị kẹt xe. I talked to the back. That's very good. train. Is the train going that bridge too?
Yeah, train. They train going that way.
Oh.
Yeah, you see the train. And the traffic.
Oh, they got a different one, huh?
Yeah, see that free.
Okay. Huh?
Yeah, they train us in this way.
I see. This one, what is it press?
This one, Brooklyn Bridge.
This is Brooklyn, huh?
Yeah, Brooklyn Bridge.
And the other one is how?
This is the top Manhattan Bridge.
Manhattan.
The one before.
Okay.
We got that bridge.
Okay. Này hai ông senior